Happy Saturday, everybody. We're going to be doing the Arena Open. I always give it one shot, so this is a good time to spend your gold because they give you that nice 5-to-1 ratio. I guess you can't see because of my chair, but you get 25,000 gold or 5,000 gems to enter. And then the downside, though, is that you have to get to 5 wins before you see anything back, and the goal here is to get to 7 wins. And if you do get to 7 wins, then you get 5,000 gems. You basically get your buy-in back. A little bit better, actually, if you're buying in with gold. And then it's on to day 2, where you can compete for up to $2,000 in real cash. But you have to get through draft 1 and 2 in day 2. So it's a little thin. I've gotten 1 win away from the money. I've never actually made it to the money. But, you know, I think it's a fun time, and it's a fun little competition. Now, we also get this, Ugin avatar, which is pretty cool. I might have to do that. It's time to retire the Fox Jace, maybe, from Bloomborough. Alright, let's see what we open. Alright, so we got Ureni, which is one of the better cards in Teamer. We've also got Surak to go along with it. Actually, we opened a lot of really good rares. All of these are playable. Rock Curse Rakshasa maybe being one of the weaker ones, but still decent if you can get into some sort of Sultai pile. Ambling Storm Shell, though, like these three could just go together. This is not a difficult splash, depending on the fixing. For Teamer, just add white. And then Codis is good for Sultai if we don't have enough red for Ureni. And then we've got Jeskai options too with the Flamehold Grappler and New Wave Forward. So hopefully we just don't have a very equal color split because our rares are awesome. Alright, now I'm going to take a quick little bit here and kind of just peruse through the list here. And as you know, I like to take my time in this process, so I'll save you guys the 30 minutes or so that I'll spend kind of contemplating different builds and show you what I came up with. All right, here's wave 1, arranged in Wooburg, and we have some really good gold cards. We have some really interesting pulls. Our fixing is a little bit light, but not bad. Especially, it's best in Sultai. It's okay in Teamer. We've got green and blue fixing, which is nice, because base Simic, I think, has the best 4-color option. And we've got Ureni. We've also got the Carrot Kick Guardian. So both of these are really good pulls into Teamer. And we also have a Mammoth Bellow to go along with it. And we did get a Glacial Dragon Hunt as well as the Kishless Skimmer. Notably, we don't have a lot of red, so we're not doing Boros, we're not doing a Mardu build with this. We do have the 3 Molten Exhales, though, so if we do like a base Simic with the red removal, that looks pretty good. We'll have to kind of see. We've got Watcher of the Wayside, which I don't mind playing this one in Sultai. And we don't have a whole ton of pulls into Sultai other than the Codis, though. And we also don't have a whole lot of ways to beef up the Codis with counters. So we didn't get any strategic, what's that called? Synchronized Charge, which would have worked nicely with the Codis. We do have the Rakshasa's Bargain, though. That's a pretty nice pull into it. If we had some more graveyard synergies. So we don't have a ton of renew. Oh, not type. So yeah, there's your 3 graveyard payoffs. And I guess Harmonize would technically be in there as well, which is the Teamer cards. So yeah, not much of a graveyard pull into Sultai. And as far as our creatures go, we're looking pretty good in base Simic. So I think this is going to be a pretty straightforward teamer build. Again, I'm just going to kind of go through it really quickly. We might play, there's a couple, like this is a decent one to play in 4-color if we wanted to bring in some late white. We also have, let's see, that would allow us to also play the New Way Forward, maybe. It would be a little bit hard if we're going to do red as a splash in base Simic. But that's a decent removal spell too, so the Twin Maw Stormbrood might be playable just for the adventure side, or the Omen side. And we've got decent removal. I guess our interaction would be solely on the red. Black does give us the Dragon's Prey, but not much else as far as removal goes. Yeah. Alright, let's see what this looks like just strictly as teamer. Be right back. Alright, here we go. This is the teamer deck that I come up with. It's a pretty straightforward build. We do have 8 blue, 7 green, and 6 red as our mana base. That's not including the teamer monuments and the globe, though, so I think we should be okay there. Being base blue allows us to more readily cast the teamer devotee on 2, and then more likely to be able to cast the double pip blue on the storm shell on 5. So I like being base blue here. Our removal is pretty good. We've got the 3 Molten Exhales, I think is really going to help carry us until we can hit the Ureni. Hopefully we just don't come up against blue counterspells. I found that to be the worst against Ureni. And then, yeah, just Operation Stall and Dig until we get to Ureni. We don't have a whole lot of card draw. There's a couple of... So I did the last card that I cut, the 41st card, right, is Focus the Mind. And it could be a good one to include to help dig for Ureni. And then we also have the Overwhelming Surge. And this can be good if you hit like a globe or a teamer monument or a monument, that sort of thing. The Overwhelming Surge can be good. Otherwise, it just feels kind of like a worse Molten Exhale. So... those were the considerations. I could see dropping something like the Ice Ridge Serpent for the Surge or the Focus the Mind. I'm going to try running it like this, though. The Ice Ridge Serpent has been good if we come up against other things like the 5/5 Mammoth tokens, being able to bounce stuff to our opponent's hand. And yeah, just operations slow things down until we can cast Ureni on 8. We've got Botanist to help find the land drops. The Veteran Ice Climber is a little bit weak here, but the 3 toughness I think kind of helps slow things down if we do come up against Mardu. Kishless Skimmer gives us some draw off of the little bit of Harmonize that we have in this build, as well as a little bit of the Renew that we have. So I like that. And then yeah, we've got Snakeskin Veil to help protect our dudes. Carrick Guardian can also really be a wrench in their system with the 6/5 Hexproof. It can be hard for some decks to deal with. So as long as we don't get run over, which is less likely to happen in Sealed, I think our top end is looking pretty damn good. So, see how it goes. Alright, game 1, and we have our green-blue, but we don't have red unless we have the Teamer Devotee alive. Still looks like a decent enough hand on the draw. Okay, Teamer Monument helps fix. Delta Bloodflies we can't block with the Teamer Devotee, but that's okay. So the Monument gets us red next turn. Not really doing anything to play out the Teamer Devotee, and it could die. They use removal on it, that's fine though. And then we've got Pummeler. Okay, they're just going Mardu Flyers here. Okay. We could actually draw off the Dragonstorm. This guarantees that I'd be able to play the Pummeler on 4, though. We may have to kill the Tempest Hawk here. This is a tricky turn. Dragonstorm. We don't have any dragons in hand for the Dragonstorm. So I think I'd rather just go get red. And then we'll play Pummeler. It allows them to get a Tempest Hawk. And then they probably have removal for Pummeler and we're just dead. So maybe it was right to run the Molten Exhale on the Hawk. Oh, they didn't have a second Hawk. Okay, and they're playing out a Singleton Sage of the Skies. Things are going well for us. I think I go for the Pummeler. And just see if, like, this should draw their removal. We may take 5 and go to 11 here. But then next turn we've got Exhale on the Sage of the Skies. Okay, Mardu Monument. Pummeler may stop them in their tracks. Doubt it, but maybe. And then if we hit land 5, we can give something else reach again. And hopefully we can stabilize into Ureni. Okay. I'm not exiled, so... Alright, we might be in trouble here. I could just kill the Tempest Hawk and the Sage of the Skies. Because they can pop this next turn. And that's a fair amount of damage coming in. I think what I want to do is just Skimmer here plus Molten Exhale on the Sage of the Skies. And if they swing out, we can just... trade this for the Tempest Hawk. Missing a land there was unfortunate. Serpent eats one of the 1/1s. So this one they're going to remove the Molten Exhale, I imagine. Okay, that's a little bit of a problem because now the Bloodflies is hitting for 3 a turn and we don't have an answer for it. I think we just try to slow everything down. Oh, dude, they just curve out. Okay, we're in trouble. Damn, Snakeskin Veil would have been nice there. We needed to hit land 5 so that we could put the +2/+2 and reach on the Devotee. I think I just lost. Still, okay, we just bad mana variance on this one. Our teamer Devotee didn't do anything against the Flyers. So we're just dead. They just popped the monument and we're dead. Not even really good cards, man, and just like no way to win, right? Like Sage is good, right? But a Singleton Tempest Hawk and a Bloodfly, like come on. We should have stabilized against that. Alright, we can win out from here though. maybe I should have killed that Tempest Hawk. Slow them down. Dang, now we're missing green. It was a 7 split on green. If we end up drawing red, we're dead. So I can't keep this hand. If we draw green, it's amazing, but... Alright, this has got all of our colors. Wait, so this is Botanist on 2 into double removal? Seems great. We just, like, put back the Teamer Monument. Alright. Let's hope they don't have removal. Hey, we've got Ureni in hand. Alright. Botanist, dig me to some lands here. Cool. Do we want the Teamer Devotee? I think we want to put it into our graveyard. And then we could cycle the Glacial Dragon Hunt here just to draw. Because I'm just trying to hit lands every turn, so we're trying to dig to land 4. Okay. Very good. Hunter. Oh, Snakeskin Veil allows us to keep attacking. It's pretty decent. We could also just stay mana efficient and play the Sagu, but I want to keep drawing lands. Oh, nice. We can even still play the Sagu. Okay. This is a pretty sweet curve out. We're stuck on 3 lands. I'd rather save this to bounce something, so what we're going to try to do is dig into land that we can actually play into Guardian, because then we can play the tap land next turn. So this is looking pretty bad for the opponent. They could have a counter spell. I'd rather them counter this than Ureni. Yeah, okay. So we got steamrolled in game 1. They got steamrolled in game 2. This set has a lot of, like, tough games, right? If you're stuck on 3 lands, it's pretty much game over. That's why the Botanist is so good. What cards could they have to get him back into this? At 6/5 is hexproof. I can bounce anything they play as a blocker. I mean, if they have removal for Pummeler, they go to 1. Do we have some salt check? Guardian has hexproof until it's dealt damage, so it's not. I always think this one's when it's tapped, it loses hexproof, because we've seen cards like that before that lose their hexproof if they become tapped. So we might not win this next turn, but it's still looking pretty good. And they just discarded. I guess GG. Sure. Put it in the graveyard. Okay, we have red off of Teamer Devotee. We have a 2-drop into 2 3s. If Teamer Devotee lives, we even have Teamer Tawny back on 3. And then we've got our game-winning bomb in hand, so as long as we draw some lands, this should be an okay hand. Specifically land 3, and is much worse if we get stuck on 2. 3 gives us our filter. Okay, Stormshriek Feral smooths their land draws. It's pretty good. And I've played Inigo Montoya before. And I am prepared to die. Okay. We got one more shot here to see if we get screwed on mana in game 3. That's too bad. Tough luck. Let's see, we gotta discard something with Renew, probably here. And then we can at least give this a +1/+1. But that's magic for you. It's one of the downsides to Hearthstone, is that, like, at least in Hearthstone you get to play every game. Magic, there's just some games where, like, you know, my opponent couldn't do anything because they were stuck on 3 last turn. I've been stuck on lands the game 1 and game 2. So if we just hit land drops here, I think we win. It's gonna be a tough road back though. Let's see, Dragonstorm Globe lets me draw or get to land 4. Could play Surak. I think I just go for Temur Tawny back though. Try to draw land. It's like I like to play the globe on a turn that I can tap the globe. It's more mana efficient that way. Maybe it's right to get to land 5. Dude! Losing all my coin flips. Dragon Hunt. Could put Dragon Hunt in the graveyard. It does give me value later. It'd be right to just drop some of these vanguards, because like I think we need to use this to draw into lands and remove some of their stuff. Like they play Tursa and don't attack. So I think I'm just gonna get rid of my worst land drop or worst 5 drop. Oh, good. Good. Just they get 2. Wait, 2 Tursa's legendary? I guess they get the double discard. If we draw land, we can globe into Glacial Dragon Hunt. I take 8 this turn. If I save the Tawny back, well, this can trade there. We can remove the 3/3 with the Glacial Dragon Hunt. So I think I do just trade one of these off here. Oh my gosh! No! Okay, we have a new change of plans here, right? We have to Glacial Dragon Hunt, and then we try to Temur Devotee to eat something. Eat the 3/3? This has 7, so this is going to trigger, so I think we got to kill the 3/3. Okay. So Operation Ditch our 5 drops. Okay. I guess I could do the Champion of Dusson. If they have removal, I just take a ton of damage, though. It's better to hold up the Snakeskin Veil. Oh, good! Corey Steelcutter. Alright. And more effort. Alright. So, war effort means that Temur Devotee can no longer trade with the Grappler. Guess I get to eat the 3/2. I don't see how we win this. I'm just dead, right? I have to like chump, like forced to chump block. Guess it's better to trade here and not die. Alright, at least it's a trade. Okay. So we're at 7. We're stuck on 4. We're continuing to miss lands. So that's been, what is that, 3 non-games of Magic? Right. Hopefully get a good game. I'd like a good game against my opponent. I'm not salty. You're salty. I actually kind of like Kishless Skimmer on the turn where we can hold up Snakeskin Veil to protect it. Probably lean out with the Teamer Devotee and then play Kishla. Excuse me, save the Molten Exhale here. Okay, do we need to kill this one on sight? Probably not yet. We will eventually need to kill it. But I think I could just go here. I probably should have played red there at that turn. Yeah, because now red... Well, whatever. Yeah. Because if I play the red out now, I can't hold up Snakeskinville. I guess actually it was good I didn't play the red out then, because I wouldn't be able to hold up Snakeskin. I'll bite. That was aggressive. Using exhale on my 2-drop. We could attack and try to, what, blow this up? Okay. Got Molten Exhale. I could just Molten Exhale. Teamer Devotee, Molten Exhale seems pretty good. Then I don't have Snakeskin Veil, though. I guess I don't need to Molten Exhale here. Am I blocking with the Skimmer? Maybe. Against Boros, I'm trying to play defensively here. The longer the game goes, I think we should be okay. Unless they're stuck on 3 land. Oh, I guess right, they can just make that unblockable. It's okay, it's only 1 damage a turn. Go get red. So we could do Molten Exhale here and keep up Snakeskin Veil. I'm not sure the Underdogs is worth killing with the Molten Exhale. Next turn, though, we're going to do the Monument and get a 5/5. Still think I want to hold on to the exile for something that matters. I guess I should be attacking with this skimmer. It's so tricky though. Is 2 damage really as good as like making sure I get a good snakeskin veil target? It's tough. If they land drop, they're swinging in with a 3/3 flyer. Molten exhale that. Okay. That's fine. Guess this means we're gonna be really inefficient next turn. Because like we can't create the 5/5. I still want to use the snakeskin veil. Oh, they didn't attack. Okay. Hey, there's Ureni. Okay, so we win if we can get to. We could even hold that back. We could play that at instant speed. I don't think there's any reason to though. I don't want them to know that I have Ureni in hand. This has been a better game of Magic. Notably, both players aren't having mana issues. Another 3/3 flyer. Okay. Do I 2-for-1 myself against the 3/3? Sure, and then I make a 5/5? It's not great, but like I'm just trying to stall until Ureni wins. Right. Okay, so land drop gives us Ureni. Otherwise, we're drawn into something we can play. It's a pretty good spot to be. We answered both of our players' 5-drops. They may be stuck on black if they're playing Mardu. I'm not too great about that. I could have hit for 2 there. Okay, that's a pretty good draw. It pretty much all but ensures that we're gonna hit our land drop for number 8, right? They could like frontline rush, hit me for a ton of damage. So we don't have forever. But I'm hoping to win a game off of Ureni. Hit me for 2, sure. Okay. They don't have any blue mana. I think we attack with here. Oh my god, you're kidding me! Why do I have the worst luck in this game? Oh my god. That's comical. That is comical. Okay. Are we at risk of being dead? The worst case scenario, I think, is that they underdogs the duelist and then they use a frontline rush to hit me for like 7 damage. So I don't think we're dead. So instead, what I'm just gonna drop hand and still hold the Molten Exhale. All right. Come on. Mana gods, please. Oh, they were just Sky all along. Okay, I thought with this aggressive build they would have been... Oh no, I was like, that means they've got blue to counterspell my Ureni. 8. Okay. It's still like... Gotta be. Okay, well, so the globe gives it to us. But they could have a counterspell in hand now. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do this. We're going to sorcery speed the Molten Exhale on this here, because that thing is really scary with the underdogs. We're then going to attack here and here. Hold back 2 blockers. Feels good enough to me. Maybe I should just hold everything back, because like next turn we got the Ureni. But if they have a counterspell, which would be my luck, I do need to pressure them before we lose to this. So I do think I'm going to start attacking here. We're not going to give them potential value, we're going to do ourselves. Glacial Dragon Hunt, okay. I suppose I should do that as well. See what we draw into. Oh no, I would have to harmonize. What am I thinking? I guess I could tap the Hunter, since it's like kind of blocking anyway. They've got 1 card left. Alright, maybe this is dumb, but... Alright, here we go. Can we finally resolve Ureni? Or are we dead? Please tap out of blue. Let's see, Jeskai Revelation? Like, what are the worst Jeskai cards I could see? Chico? Yeah, those would be the number 1 and number 2. Okay, Core Steel Cutter. And they have blue. They could have a counterspell here. It's a possibility. But we could also just win the game. For science. Oh my goodness. I still can't believe we drew 3 off of the turtle and didn't hit the land for Ureni. Alright, we've got blue and red. Missing green. And would be amazing with green. We've got our bomb in hand, but I can't afford to stumble. Alright, there we go. We've got all 3 colors now. Much better hand. Got a 4-drop and a 5-drop. Probably just put back the 5-drop. At least give ourselves the option of a turn 2 Molten Exhale by leading out with the Swiftwater Cliffs. They didn't play anything, so we'll just play another tap land. Turn 3 is probably Temur Monument here. Go grab green. Unless they play something that needs to be destroyed. Mirror of Glory does not need to be destroyed. We've got double blue, double green. Let's make it double red. They've got themselves a Dragonstorm Globe. So we're curving out okay. We've got a 4-drop, we've got a 5-drop, and we've got a 6-drop, and then we've got removal. Death Touchers is a little annoying. We may have to Molten Exhale the Bear of Glory. Down the line. Oh, we got double Molten Exhale. We could just stop them in their tracks. I still think I'm just going to develop the board here, though. See if they've got answers for the 5/5s. So far, the answer is yes. Well, maybe we're up against another perfect curve out. Could Botanist and double Molten Exhale. Trade the Botanist with the Effigy, they're kind of out of steam. Or we could 6-drop and just play out a 5/5. We're guaranteed to take more damage that way. Can't answer that. Last card is something. How much damage would we take? Let's see, 5/5 blocks there. I think it's still okay to just pop Monument. I want to hold the exhales in case they play something truly worthy of removing with Molten Exhales, right? Like a Siege Breaker or something like that. Oh no! They get my Pummeler and my Bellow! Oh, and I'd have to shoot. Oh, that's not good for us. Wait, what did they get rid of? They got oh, is it just one? Wait, what? Huh. This answer's there. Also somewhat of a win condition for myself, though. If I Molten X, I could double Molten Exhale the Death Gorgers. I don't mind that. It's not great, but it's acceptable. Because I can't just take 4 damage from it. I'd rather not just remove it. Could hold this up, but they're tapped out right now, so I think I'm just going to do this now. And... alright. Not ideal to burn 2 there. Definitely on the back foot, though. I can't swing in with the 5/5 because then they could attack with the Bear of Glory and just pump. Okay, now we're taking 2 damage a turn. Damn it! Ah, you gotta be kidding me. This would be a perfect Molten. Now what? We can't. I could trade my 5/5, but then I have no answer for the 4/4. And then they're just gonna pump next turn with the Bear. Shoot, so I guess I needed to play here? Eventually I need to trade into this. Next turn they just pump with a whole bunch of go wide. Ah! No, no man. So I needed to kill the Bear. I needed to what? I needed to play this out last turn, trade with this, and then use the removal this turn to kill the Bone Cairn Butcher and this. Then I have no answer for the Sinkhole Surveyor. Like, I'm just hosed either way, right? This one wasn't mana variance though. This one feels like a. I accept losing to this deck. I screwed up. The double on the Death Forger was wrong. Was I just dead if they attacked all and pumped? Instead of playing this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attackers. Bottom 4 get in. Pump here does 2 damage to the board. Yeah, like... I was dead on board. Well, hopefully they don't see it again. I'd like to give myself... I mean, technically I'm less dead if I do the go wide, but then... Like, this isn't even going to trade against this anymore because they pump with the Bear of Glory, so I really should have killed the Bear of Glory. Got Vigilance. They've got Fleeting Effigy, plus board pump next turn anyway, with the Globe. They're really not wanting to use the Bear of Glory pump trick. Which is fine with me. If they continue to not want to just kill me, that's fine. I guess we could take... Wait, is there a way that we can win here? If I had Dragon Claw Strike in my deck, maybe. I can't top deck Ureni because I don't have 8. There's no way for me to deal 14 damage, so... They should have already won. No! Oh my god, dude. Oh no, I should have attacked with the botanist. Oh, shoot, shoot, shoot! No, no, no! If I attacked with the botanist, hit a land, I could play Ureni. Oh, I just punted. Oh, no, no, no. I forgot botanist could draw land. It's alright, they should have won this already, but technically they did let me have an option to get in there. If I had hit it, too, I could have killed... And they're also gonna pump, so whatever. Could have killed the Glory and the Sinkhole and the 4/4, and then had a Hexproof to block the 5/5. Right? Because this hadn't endured yet. So it was at 3, this was at 1, this was at 4. I could have killed these 3, left them with the 4/4 flyer, had a 10/10 protection from white, protection from black, answered this, then this also would be answered by the board. So I could have won if I had attacked with the botanist and hit a land. In knowing that they gave, knowing that I drew Ureni, I should have played my outs, but all right. That was a defeatist. That was an example of the defeatist attitude. I should have thought about how I could still win that. So I thought that the shuffler was just teasing me with the Ureni on 7, right? All right, all right. Well, anyway, thanks for joining me. Better luck next time. Take care, everybody. And I will see you all tomorrow. I'll be playing Dr. Ruckus for a little showdown in Standard. Should be a lot of fun.